Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Web Design with WordPress 101 course. Today we'll talk about how to publish a post on your WordPress site. If you recall, a post is a content entry displayed on a designated page in reverse chronological order. Posts are the lifeblood of any blog and provide a way for website owners to communicate their ideas with the world. Posts allow visitors of your website to interact with your content by enabling them to post responses to your material in the form of comments. If you are seeking to create a site that encourages discussion, then creating regular posts will be a necessity. Creating a post is simple. Starting from the dashboard, click on the Post menu tab. This will bring up a page that displays all of the posts available on your site. You can manage your posts from this page, choosing to edit or delete the posts available. In order to add a new post, click the Add New button near the top of the page, or the Add New tab underneath the Post tab on the left-hand navigation menu. Once the page is loaded, you'll be presented with the post editor. Near the top of the screen, you'll have the option to select a title for your post. Once you've selected your title, a permalink for the post is created and displayed under the title. This link is the link that will bring you directly to the post you create once it's published. If you aren't satisfied with the link created here, you can either edit it manually with the Edit button, or you can change the permalink structure in the settings to create something more user-friendly. Below the title is the Post Editor, which allows you to enter your content. You can choose to enter your content directly in the editor box or paste information from another text file, such as Microsoft Word or Notepad. Directly above the editor is a toolbar similar to the one that you would find in a word processing program that allows you to format the content of your post. The icon to the far right of the toolbar allows you to display a secondary toolbar, which will present you with more formatting options for your post. The icon directly to the left of the last icon will enable a full-screen version of the post editor, which eliminates most of the other features of Dashboard and allows you to focus on the content of your post without being distracted. In addition to adding text in the editor, you can also choose to add media to your post. Click the Add Media button above the toolbar to select the file you wish to include in your post. The Insert Media screen allows you to select media from your media library, which consists of files you've already uploaded to your site, or it gives you the option to upload a new file. If the media you'd like to add isn't already in your media library, click the Upload Files tab to upload a new file. You can upload files by dragging your file to the screen and dropping it like you would move a file on your computer, or by clicking the Select Files button to bring up a navigation window to locate the file you seek. Once the file has uploaded, click the Insert into Post button to insert the file. Let's assume the file you've uploaded is an image. You can edit the image after you've inserted it into your post by clicking on the image and then clicking the icon in the top left corner of the image. From here, you can resize the image and format the placement of the image in relation to your text. The Alternative Text field gives you the opportunity to create an alternative message that will appear if your image fails to load. The Caption field allows you to choose text to be displayed directly under your image. The Advanced Settings tab presents more options for editing your image. You can determine the exact size of your image by adjusting the width and height. You can also add a border to your image and determine how much space will be between your image and the surrounding text. All of these fields accept numerical input, which is meant to represent the number of pixels for any given field. A pixel is a tiny area of your screen, best described as a dot. The size of a pixel will vary based on the user's monitor capabilities and resolution settings. Remember to hit the Update button if you change any of the settings for the image. Once you are back on the Post Editor screen, you'll notice the Publish box on the right-hand side of the screen. This box includes some options to display and save your post. If you aren't finished editing your post and want to return to it at a later time, you can choose the Save Draft button. This does not display the post on your website, but instead stores it in your post section so you can return to it and finish it at a later time. Next to the Save Draft button is a Preview button that allows you to see how your posts will be displayed on your site before you actually choose to add the post to your site. You can also change the visibility of your posts, which allows you to choose whether your post is public, password protected, or private. A public post is visible to all visitors of your site, while a password-protected post requires a password before it can be viewed. Private posts will only be visible to those users who are assigned the editor or administrator roles. The Move to Trash link sends your post to your post trash bin, which is similar to the recycle bin on your computer in that you haven't deleted the post, you've simply marked it for deletion. If you wish to actually delete the post after you've moved it to the trash, you would have to pull up your trash bin and select the delete option. The trash can be accessed from the All Posts tab located underneath the Post tab on the left-hand navigation menu. To the right of the Move to Trash link is the Publish button. Once you publish a post, it will be visible to viewers depending on the settings you selected under Visibility. Depending on your discussion settings, users will then be able to comment on your post. We'll talk more about moderating comments in a later class. Underneath the Publish box is the Format box. Here you can choose options for how your content will be displayed once it's published. The options presented here will vary depending on the theme you've selected for your site. Try the different formats to see how they change the output of your posts. The next two boxes under the Format box give you the opportunity to attach categories and tags to your posts. Both of these options provide a way for you to group content, making it easier for your viewers to find. We'll talk more about both of these fields in a later class. The last box on the sidebar allows you to set a feature image that will be displayed with your current post. Where and how this image is displayed will depend on the theme that you have installed on your site. Once you've created your post and either saved it as a draft or published it, you'll be able to view the post in the All Posts tab. The All link at the top of the page will display those posts that you have published and saved as draft, but not those posts which are in the trash. The links to the right of the All link will only display if there are posts that fit into one of the three categories. If you don't have any published posts, then there won't be a link for published. The same is true of drafts and trash. From these screens, you can manage your posts and edit posts, whether they are published or saved as drafts. The toggle to the far right will allow you to view a short excerpt of each post in case you can't recall the content of your posts. There are several other features present on the Post Editor page that we have not explored. Those options will be explored in our next class when we show you how to create and edit a page. Let's recap what we've covered today. You can add a post by selecting the Post tab on the side navigation menu. Once you've selected the Add New button or tab on the side navigation, you'll be presented with an editor that looks similar to a word processing program. You can add content by either typing it in manually or copy and pasting from another source. You can also add media images to your posts by way of the Add Media button. Once you've finished working on your post, you can choose to either save it as a draft to work on later, post it for the world to see, or send it to the trash. To manage the post that you've already created, click the All Posts tab on the side navigation menu. That's it for today's class. Thanks for watching on behalf of E3, and stay tuned for the next class in the series.